because I haven't got things here. Leptospermum argenteum, the Barrington Tops tea tree. This species has only been recorded in the last 20 to 30 years. It is recorded as growing along shallow streams on the Barrington Tops Plateau. But we have found it growing on the upper Patterson River near George Jolliver's property. On the plateau is usually only a tall shrub, at most up to 3 metres high. At lower elevations it's happy in well-drained soils that are moist for most of the year. It will grow up to 4 to 5 metres at least. Plants produce a mass of white flowers in spring. It makes an ideal screen or windbreak plant if you can give it the right conditions. So far, very few people are interested in it. It is very frost hardy but not drought hardy. Now, what we're interested in, when you get involved in this game, it's incredible the people you get involved with. And in the last year or so, we've been involved with the Beekeepers Association because the New Zealanders have been selling Manuka honey in Europe as medicinal honey, and they produce, say, 90 tonnes a year, but they sell about 280 tonnes a year in Europe. So something's wrong somewhere. Now, Capilano honey have got sick and tired of this, and they've decided to try and get the Australian beekeepers, I mean the same plant producer grows here in Australia as well, on the south coast, the Eucalyptus scoparia. And Capilano honey have funded a huge project trying to identify the trees that have the same type of medicinal value in as what they have in New Zealand. Now, scoparia is one from the south coast. The other one is called Leptospermum polygallifolium, which is quite a common tree around the place. And I just said to them, which form have you tested? I said, there's 3 forms. There's one on the Barrington Tops called Transmontanum. There's one that grows around here called Cismontanum. And there's one that grows all over the place called Polygallifolium, variety Polygallifolium. So they don't know, but the beekeepers have gone mad and they're buying them from me in the hundreds. They've also identified one on the north coast called Leptospermum whitei, which is a very rare plant and it grows on the north coast. Now I've got seed from the North Coast Botanical Gardens, but it hasn't germinated as yet. So we're getting them to test the Barrington Tops tea tree, and in the process of doing this, the people up at Tea Gardens have discovered that there's a small tea tree that grows up there, and it gives them green honey. Now, and the funny thing is with it, the bees do not put it into the honey comb, they put it into the where they have all the pupae growing, all the young bees growing, and they eat it and feed it to the young bees. They only get a very small quantity of it. Now it is quite, they told me about it and I couldn't work out what it would be, but it is Leptospermum parvifolia, which is very common around the Curry area and everything else, and all up over at Bendenbrook and out at Clarestown and up the coast. It's a very common species. So they're doing, at present time, they're doing a test on that. Now I said, the bees are not stupid. They know what to feed the young ones. It must have some value to protect these things.